Chosen one, this message did not find you by accident. God led you here for a reason. Something in your spirit has been sensing movement, an unseen stirring, a shift in the air, a pull on your soul. That feeling is not confusion, not fear, not imagination. It is a spiritual alert. The spirit realm has released a warning concerning your destiny. Not to frighten you, but to prepare you. Not to overwhelm you, but to awaken you. Because when God is about to elevate a chosen one, the spiritual resistance around their life becomes louder, more strategic, and more persistent. This message is here to help you understand what is happening, why it is happening, and how to stand firm as God pushes you into your next season. Before we go any deeper, Chosen One, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because what you're about to hear is not ordinary content. This message is a spiritual alert, a divine confirmation straight from the spirit realm. This word is for the awakened, the aligned, the ones whose destiny is shifting even when they can't see it yet. And a heartfelt thank you to everyone who has been supporting through Super Thanks. May God bless you abundantly. Your faith, your presence, your consistency, and your energy do not go unnoticed. To every chosen one who listens, watches, and stands in spiritual alignment, I'm grateful for you. If your spirit is already feeling this frequency, type 77 in the comments right now. That number is not random. It is a spiritual signal, a code sent to heaven declaring, I'm ready. I'm awake. And I receive the revelation meant for my destiny. Not everyone will stay for the fullness of this message. Only those whose spirit is prepared to handle the weight of what the realm of the unseen is about to reveal. The ones who stay will gain clarity, protection, and understanding about the spiritual warning that has just been released concerning their destiny. This is not a message you hear once and move on from. This is a living word, a prophetic blueprint unfolding layer by layer. Come back to it whenever your spirit pulls you, because each time you listen, a deeper truth will rise to the surface. Let's dive deeper. Chosen one, understand this clearly. The spirit realm always reacts before the natural realm catches up. What happens in the unseen always precedes what manifests in the physical. That is why you felt it before you understood it. That is why something felt off before anything actually changed around you. That sudden heaviness you experienced was not emotional weakness. That unexplained warfare was not coincidence. Those vivid or strange dreams were not imagination. Those sudden distractions, interruptions, and the resurfacing of old temptations were not random setbacks. They were triggered because your season shifted without your permission. Heaven did not ask the enemy for approval before moving you. God did not consult your past before advancing your future. The shift happened suddenly, quietly, and decisively behind the scenes before your mind could process it. Heaven has already moved you into a new timeline of purpose. A timeline where delay no longer has authority over you. A timeline where access replaces restriction. A timeline where your prayers are no longer stored. They are being answered. Your name has been released into a new spiritual atmosphere. It is being spoken in rooms you have not yet entered. It is being mentioned in conversations you are not present for. It is being aligned with opportunities that were once inaccessible to you. Angels have been reassigned to your path. Not because you were failing, but because your assignment increased. Protection has intensified. Guidance has sharpened. Instruction has become more precise. Doors that were once locked are no longer resisting you. They are scheduled to open. Not when the enemy allows it, Not when circumstances improve, but when divine timing demands it. This sudden shift caused the enemy to detect movement around your life. Darkness monitors destiny. It senses elevation before manifestation. And when it detects promotion, it panics. The warning came because something has already changed about you in the spirit. Your spiritual rank has shifted. Your influence has expanded. Your assignment has intensified. Your level of authority has increased. You may still look the same on the outside, but you are no longer the same in the unseen. Your presence carries more weight now. Your prayers carry more force. Now your decisions echo louder in the spirit realm. Now that is why resistance increased. That is why the enemy tried to distract you, slow you down, or pull you backward. Not because you are weak, but because you are becoming dangerous to darkness. You are stepping into a version of yourself that hell hoped you would never awaken. A version that sees clearly. A version that walks boldly. A version that understands their authority. A version that no longer fears what once intimidated them. Chosen one, the warning was not meant to scare you. It was meant to alert you, to wake you up, to sharpen your discernment, to remind you that you are no longer in the same season you were in before. Your season shifted, your timeline advanced, your assignment expanded, and now everything is responding to that change. What you felt was not an attack. It was confirmation. Confirmation that heaven has already moved. Confirmation that your promotion has been initiated. Confirmation that you are stepping into territory that requires awareness, focus, and spiritual maturity. Chosen one, elevation has a way of revealing what was hidden in the shadows. As you rise, things that once slept begin to stir. As your light increases, what was comfortable in darkness becomes exposed. Some people who never paid attention to you suddenly feel uneasy in your presence. They can't explain it, but something about you disrupts them. Some spiritual forces that once ignored you now feel threatened. Some environments that once tolerated you now resist you. This is not because you changed your behavior. It is because your spiritual weight increased. The light inside you intensified. Your destiny began to glow stronger. Your spiritual identity started coming into focus, not just to you, but to the unseen realm as well. When your purpose activates, it sends a signal, and everything both aligned and opposed responds. The warning was released because forces that were dormant have awakened. Not because they gained power over you, but because they detected movement they did not expect. Opposition does not awaken to overpower you. It awakens to test you, to see if you recognize your authority, to see if you will retreat or remain grounded, to see if you will doubt yourself or stand firm in who God is shaping you to be. Do not be surprised if you notice strange shifts happening around you. You may feel spiritually drained without a clear reason, as if your energy is being pulled in multiple directions. This is often the result of spiritual adjustment, your inner world recalibrating to a higher level of responsibility. You may notice random conflicts rising where there was once peace, misunderstandings, tension, unnecessary friction. This happens when old alignments can no longer coexist with new purpose. You may sense an unusual awareness, like someone is watching you, not physically but spiritually. This is discernment sharpening. Your sensitivity is increasing because your awareness is expanding. You may feel a sudden push to isolate, to pull back, to become more selective with your energy. This is not rejection. It is protection. God often separates before He elevates because not everyone is meant to witness the next phase of your journey. You may also experience heightened emotional sensitivity. Not weakness, but depth. You are becoming more aware of spiritual undercurrents, more responsive to shifts, more attuned to what is real and what is misaligned. These are not signs of regression. They are signs of activation. Something has been stirred in the unseen realm because something has been activated in you. And hear this clearly, chosen one. Their awakening is not a threat. It is confirmation. Confirmation that your rising has been detected. Confirmation that your presence now carries influence. Confirmation that your destiny is no longer hidden. If nothing were changing in your life, nothing would react. If your calling were small, opposition would remain asleep. If your future carried no impact, darkness would not take notice. But because you are rising, resistance appeared. Because you are becoming, tension surfaced. Because you are stepping into clarity, confusion tried to interrupt. Remain steady. Remain aware. Remain grounded. You are not being targeted because you are weak. You are being tested because you are becoming strong. Hidden opposition waking up is not a warning of danger. It is evidence that your elevation is real. Chosen one of the primary reasons this warning was released is because God is separating you before elevation. Separation always comes before promotion. Protection always comes before public exposure. God never unveils what he has not first secured. You may have noticed it happening quietly, not through dramatic exits, not through loud confrontations, but through subtle distance. People you thought would remain in your life forever are drifting away. Conversations feel forced. Connections that once felt natural now feel strained. The emotional closeness you once shared no longer flows the same way. Old habits no longer satisfy you. Old patterns feel heavy instead of comforting. Old routines feel restrictive instead of familiar. Your spirit simply refuses to return to what once felt normal. This is not confusion. This is not loss of identity. This is alignment. This separation is not rejection. It is protection. God cannot reveal your next level in the presence of those who are not equipped to honor it. He cannot expose your destiny to people who would misuse it, envy it, sabotage it, or misunderstand it. There are details about your future that must remain hidden until you are fully positioned. There are people whose hearts cannot handle where God is taking you. Not because they are evil, but because they are unprepared. Your elevation would create insecurity in them. Your clarity would highlight their confusion. Your growth would expose where they refuse to evolve. There are voices around you whose energy directly conflicts with your purpose. Voices that sound familiar but drain your spirit. Voices that normalize stagnation. Voices that subtly discourage progress while pretending to support you. There are environments that once felt safe but would now contaminate your spiritual growth. Places where your discernment would be dulled, spaces where your confidence would shrink, atmospheres where your calling would be minimized. So God is pulling you out. Not abruptly, not violently, but deliberately. Silently, so you won't argue with him. Gradually, so you can adjust without fear. Intentionally, so nothing essential is lost in the process. This is divine insulation. God is creating space around you, so what he is about to pour into you is not diluted. He is clearing distractions so you can hear instruction clearly. He is removing emotional noise so your discernment can sharpen. The warning is simple, but it requires maturity. Honor the separation. Do not chase what God is distancing. Do not cling to what God is loosening. Do not explain yourself to people. God is quietly moving out of position. Whoever God removes right now, let them go without resentment. Release them without bitterness. Trust that God sees what you cannot yet articulate. Whoever God exposes, believe what you see the first time. Do not rationalize red flags. Do not spiritualize discomfort. Do not ignore the witness in your spirit. This season is not about loneliness. It is about alignment. It is not about loss. It is about preservation. It is not about isolation. It is about preparation. Chosen one, separation is proof that something valuable is being protected. God does not guard what is ordinary. He guards what carries weight. Chosen one, the spirit realm issued a warning not to frighten you, but to prepare you. Your spiritual gifts are awakening at a stronger level than before. What once came in flashes is now coming in patterns. What once felt subtle is now becoming undeniable. Your intuition has sharpened. You are picking up on things without trying. You feel shifts in conversations before words are spoken. You sense when something is about to change, even when everything looks calm on the surface. Your dreams are becoming more symbolic, more vivid, more accurate. They linger with you when you wake up. They carry emotion, instruction, and timing. Some dreams feel less like imagination and more like information. Your discernment has grown stronger. You can feel truth and deception without proof. You recognize motives before actions. You notice when energy doesn't match words. You sense alignment or resistance without explanation. You are feeling things before they happen. You know when to pause without knowing why. You know when to move without needing confirmation. You know when to step back even if nothing obvious is wrong. And hear this clearly, chosen one. This is not anxiety. This is not overthinking. This is not fear. This is activation. Your spiritual antenna is expanding because your assignment requires deeper awareness. God is increasing your sensitivity because you are stepping into environments where discernment will matter more than information. Your next season will not allow you to rely only on logic. You will need spiritual perception. That is why the warning came now. Not because danger is ahead, but because responsibility has increased. The instruction is simple but vital. Pay attention. Do not dismiss what you feel just because you cannot explain it. Write your dreams down. What seems confusing today may become clear later. Some revelations unfold in layers, not all at once. Trust the sudden inner nudges. Those quiet checks in your spirit are guidance, not imagination. Follow the discomfort when your spirit says something is off. Discomfort is often discernment speaking before danger appears. Your discernment is not malfunctioning. It is maturing. You are learning the difference between emotional reaction and spiritual perception. You are becoming more attuned to what is unseen. You are recognizing signals instead of needing proof. God is unlocking a prophetic sensitivity within you. Not so you can be overwhelmed, but so you can be aware. Not so you can fear, but so you can move wisely. This heightened awareness is necessary for where you are going. Your next season will place you around people, opportunities, and decisions that require clear spiritual sight. You will need to see beneath the surface. You will need to sense what others miss. You will need to recognize timing, alignment, and intention quickly. Chosen one, this is a gift, and gifts come with responsibility. Remain grounded. Stay prayerful. Protect your rest. Limit noise. Honor silence. The more still you become, the clearer your perception will be. God is not awakening your gifts to confuse you. He is awakening them to equip you. Chosen one, listen closely and do not rush past this moment. Whenever God elevates a chosen one, He allows a test. Not to punish, not to trap, not to intimidate, but to qualify. Elevation is never accidental, and access is never given without confirmation of maturity. The spirit realm released this warning because a test is approaching that will quietly reveal how much you have truly grown. This test will not announce itself. It will not come with dramatic signs. It will look ordinary on the surface, but it will carry spiritual weight beneath it. God is not testing your faith. He already knows you believe. He is testing your response, your discernment, your discipline, your emotional regulation, your obedience under pressure. This test may appear as a moment of provocation. Someone may say or do something that would have triggered the old version of you. The question will not be whether you feel it, but whether you react from impulse or respond from wisdom. It may appear as a choice between old patterns and new discipline. You will feel the familiar pull to return to what once comforted you, even though you know it no longer aligns with who you are becoming. This moment will test whether growth has truly taken root. It may come through the return of someone from your past. Someone who once had access to you, someone who represents an old season, an old mindset, an old identity. Their presence will not be coincidence. It will be a mirror to show you how far you've come. It may show up as a major financial decision, an opportunity that looks promising but requires discernment, a delay that tests patience, a choice between immediate relief and long-term wisdom. How you steward resources in this season matters. It may come as a sudden delay or obstacle, something that forces you to wait when you thought it was time to move. This will test whether you trust God's timing or revert to frustration and doubt. It may appear as a temptation that mirrors an old weakness, not because you are failing, but because you are strong enough now to face it without falling. The temptation is not the test. The response is. Hear this clearly. This test is not meant to break you. It is designed to prove that you are no longer the version of yourself that darkness could manipulate. God is watching how you handle pressure. He is observing how you respond when things don't go your way. He is paying attention to how you speak when provoked, how you move when uncertain, how you decide when emotions rise. Your reactions in this season will determine the speed of your elevation, not the destination. God has already secured that. But the timing. Respond with wisdom, not emotion. Respond with faith, not fear. Respond with clarity, not confusion. Respond with restraint, not impulse. Silence may be your answer. Walking away may be your victory. Waiting may be your obedience. Choosing peace may be your promotion. Chosen one, you are being evaluated not by people, not by appearances, but by heaven. This is not a test of perfection. It is a test of transformation. And when you pass it, not loudly, not publicly, but faithfully, you will notice something shift. Resistance will ease. Doors will open. Movement will accelerate. Because God only tests what He is about to trust. And right now, you are being trusted with more. Chosen one, understand this truth clearly. Distraction is the enemy's favorite weapon. When destiny is close, when he cannot cancel your calling, he attempts to delay it. When he cannot destroy what God has ordained, he tries to pull your focus away from it. He knows that a distracted chosen one can miss what a prepared chosen one would easily step into. The enemy is not after your future. he cannot touch that. He is after your attention because attention determines direction. That is why confusion tries to creep in. That is why your energy feels pulled in too many directions at once. That is why unnecessary issues suddenly demand your time. That is why you feel mentally busy but spiritually drained. He tries to confuse you so you doubt your discernment. He tries to drain your energy so you feel too tired to remain focused. He tries to cloud your judgment so you act from emotion instead of wisdom. Distraction is not random. It is strategic. Be mindful of sudden emotional outbursts that feel disproportionate to the situation. These moments are often attempts to provoke reactions that pull you out of alignment. Be mindful of random arguments that appear out of nowhere, especially with people who normally don't disturb your peace. Conflict is often used to redirect attention away from purpose. Be aware of unexpected chaos. Things breaking, plans changing, interruptions stacking back to back. Chaos is often meant to rush you, pressure you, and force decisions without clarity. Pay attention when old temptations resurface. Not because you are weak, but because the enemy knows what used to work. He recycles old tactics when he senses movement. Notice time-wasting conversations that feel draining instead of purposeful. Discussions that lead nowhere. People who talk but never build. Voices that stir emotion but offer no direction. Be alert when people suddenly begin pulling you off your spiritual path. Pulling you back into old mindsets, pulling you into unnecessary drama, pulling you into distraction disguised as concern, entertainment, or urgency. These distractions are assignments, not to defeat you, but to divert you. Not to destroy your destiny, but to slow its manifestation. And this is why the warning from the spirit realm is so clear and direct. Guard your attention. What you give attention to grows. Guard your peace. Peace is not passive. It is protection. Guard your mind. Thoughts become decisions, and decisions shape timelines. Guard your energy. You will need it intact for what God is about to release. Where focus goes, destiny flows. What you consistently engage will determine how smoothly you move forward. This is not the season to explain yourself. This is not the season to entertain distractions. This is not the season to be emotionally reactive. This is the season to be intentional, to move slowly but wisely, to stay grounded, to remain spiritually alert. Chosen one, your breakthrough is closer than it appears. And that is why distraction is louder than usual. The noise is increasing because alignment is critical. The pull is stronger because the door is near. Do not let anything, no person, no emotion, no situation, pull you out of alignment now. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. Stay present. Chosen one, the final and most important reason this warning was released is simple but weighty. You are standing at the edge of a life-changing transition. Not a small improvement, not a temporary breakthrough, but a shift that alters the direction of your life from this point forward. Something major is about to happen. Something that has been forming quietly, patiently, and intentionally behind the scenes is now ready to surface. A door that has been locked for years, one you knocked on, prayed over, and eventually stopped asking about, is about to open suddenly. Not because conditions improved, but because timing aligned. A connection that will shift your destiny is approaching. This is not a casual relationship, not a random encounter, but a divine alignment. Someone whose presence will unlock access, clarity, opportunity, or direction you could not reach alone. This connection carries weight. It will feel different. It will confirm what your spirit already knows. A breakthrough you prayed for possibly years ago is finally lining up. Not in the way you imagined, not on the schedule you expected, but in a form that matches who you have become. God waited until you were ready to steward it, not just receive it. An opportunity that fits your calling is being released. Not one that distracts you, not one that compromises you, but one that aligns with your values, your purpose, and your spiritual maturity. This opportunity will require courage, clarity, and obedience. But it will also carry grace. This warning is not a threat. It is not fear-based. It is not meant to unsettle you. It is an announcement.